I've always thought that Moosehead was actually a pretty decent hair care brand. They started in Australia. I'm not entirely sure when. I think it was probably around the early 2000s. And I remember a few years back, my friend was out in Australia doing some travelling, and he said that he'd come across a brand that he thought that they were a little bit better than the English Unilever brand VO5. And I remember going into my local Waitrose and actually finding the Moosehead dough in there at the time. It's got a red lid and it has a nice chocolatey scent. It's slightly greasy, but it is very good quality. And since then, I've tried the grubby putty, which has the turquoise lid, bluey turquoise, maybe sky blue lid, and the gritty clay with the orange lid. Probably matches with my hoodie that I've got on here. Hoodie that I that I haven't really actually played Call of Duty, but I digress. So today, with that in mind, I thought I'd do a little review of this. Is the Moosehead foaming wax. It's very nice. It's got a very citrusy, maybe a pina colada type scent as well with it. Maybe pina colada with lime. Reminds you of when you go away on holiday to maybe somewhere a little bit tropical, or it brings to mind the Typhoon Lagoon in Disney, Typhoon in Florida. But anyhow, you take a look at this. It's a white paste, a nice white cream colour. And my hair, because it's quite thick, I'm going to put a fair bit on. So, rub this through. And I actually think I like to leave my hair quite messy, and it goes up. It gives a nice sort of glossy feel to it, but it's also reshapeable throughout the day. There's enough in the pot, so you can be a bit generous with it if your hair starts growing a bit longer. But I also think that you could take a comb and you could easily use this wax in a very similar fashion to a pomade. So this is it here. Yeah, foaming wax, obviously with the green lid, and I find it to be quite reasonable. It costs me £5 a pot, and sometimes you can get it on a discount out here in the UK. And the best place to find it is Waitrose, at least here in the UK. I'd imagine in Australia, I'd abroad, that there is a few more variations of the product. There was one actually a few years ago called the matte holding mud, I think it was, with a purple lid, and I never got to try it, and I really wish I had, because that would have been great to have done a review of that one. And I think I heard somewhere that had like a liquish scent to it. So hopefully, I did write to Moosehead at one point and asked them if they were going to bring it back, but they just referred me back to the range that they've already got. But yeah, thanks very much. I will say that I do recommend the Moosehead brand. Unfortunately, they actually, I tell you what, they do the gritty clay and the grubby putty in Tesco's. So for the foaming wax here and the shaping dough, you can grab that in Waitrose. And for the gritty styling clay and the grubby putty, you can get those from Tesco's. So they're, like I say, they're about £5. Pretty cost effective. They do last a while, and they're a great alternative to Got to Be and VO5. Thanks very much.